So, guys, I am 38 years old. I was born in 1988. And, I am old enough to remember my coming of age politically was with George W. Bush, Dick Cheney, the war in Iraq. Okay? And I remember, obviously I was young at the time, but I was old enough to remember. Like, I would turn on Fox News and watch Bill O'Reilly's show. And it was the propaganda was over the top. I mean, they did the hard sell on that war, man. They tried to convince you, Saddam Hussein has weapons of mass destruction. He worked with Osama bin Laden to do 9/11. Like, he's a threat to motherfucking New York City. He's going to nuke us. We can't wait. We got to act. And they did that for 2 straight years. They went to war. Then when they went to war, you turned on Fox News and it was Sean Hannity or it was Bill O'Reilly or it was any of the other people hosting shows, and it was just wall-to-wall, lie fest. Like, the glorious leader George W. Bush delivered once again on taking out a nest of Viper terrorists in the heart of Baghdad. Like, it was nonstop propaganda, right? And, everybody looks back at that era now and goes, that was so fucking stupid. How did the country fall for that? How was it the case that the war, when they launched it, it was polled at 72% because the propaganda worked? And that was the role of Fox News. It's to brainwash all of the grandmas and grandpas and moms and dads and basically use people's patriotism against them to get them to shut their brains off and support illegal wars. And, you go back and look at that propaganda and you go, this is so fucking heavy-handed. We would never fall for this shit today. See where this is going? Fox News hasn't changed one motherfucking bit. Not one. In the same way that humans have not evolved even 1% since the Nazis did the Holocaust, because we literally just watched the Israelis do a Holocaust in Gaza. It's the same thing. They're the same fucking people they were in 2003. Okay? So let me play this clip for you. This is Jesse Waters, the frat boy douchebag extraordinaire. And here he is talking about the Jeffrey Epstein war and the axis of Epstein, carpet bombing Tehran and murdering innocent people. Listen to what he says.
They constantly interrupt the free flow of oil through the Strait. It jacks up prices. It jacks up premiums. It boosts inflation. And China buys all the cheap sanctioned oil. That's not going to happen anymore, because what we've done here is now with Venezuela and Iran, we've basically tipped over 2 petro dictatorships, both proxies of Russia and Iran. It weakens both of those countries. And we now control almost the entire world oil market. And we've kicked out Russia and China from the Middle East, an oil-rich region right in the middle of the world trade from Asia to Europe. That's where all the goods and energy flows. So if this is a successful mission, this is what you call checkmate.
He's literally arguing we already won the war. That's what he's arguing. Look, now we, dominate the global oil trade. This hurts Russia. This hurts China. We control everything now, bitch. What are you going to do? Hey, dipshit. As we speak right now, the Strait of Hormuz is closed. The traffic is down literally over 90%. They've already bombed at least 10 ships that were going through the Strait of Hormuz. That means that's 20% of the world's oil coming through there. That means massive supply shock, skyrocketing gas prices. It's already up 30 cents or something in a couple days. It's going to go up even more. The IRGC, the government of Iran, they're saying, we'll get this bitch to $200 a barrel, y'all. It'll be $7 per gallon gas on average in the United States of America. That's what he's saying. Every single military base we had in the Middle East is burnt to a motherfucking crisp. It's barbecue chicken. Okay? They wiped that shit off the map. They attacked our ports. They attacked our bases. They attacked hotels where our intelligence officials were staying. They jammed up the entire global oil market. China is directly backing Iran as we speak. The idea that this is over and we won and it was a success, on what planet? By what definition? By what metric? By what standard can this be considered a success? When gas hits $7 a gallon, is that considered success? Is that considered success? Also, this notion what do you think is going to come of Iran now? You think, now whoever runs the government, they're going to give us the oil. Which, by the way, kind of an embedded admission in this is he thinks it's about the oil. like, wow, thank you for admitting that this is imperialism and colonialism and about stealing natural resources for the Epstein class. We appreciate that. But that's not going to fucking happen. The Ayatollah Khomeini was replaced with the Ayatollah Khomeini, his son, who's a harder line anti-Western person, especially now because he just watched them murder his fucking father. Like, what do you have? Fucking, is it like toothpaste in your head where your brain is supposed to be, or is it pudding? Like, what's going on up there, bro? Like, literally from every perspective, this was a failure, except the Israeli perspective. Because the Israeli perspective is, the death and destruction is the point. We want Iran to be a failed state. We want to make it so they're off the table and we can create a greater Israel in the region. That's the goal. Take them off the table as a regional player, get them balkanized, get them in a civil war fighting each other. Then we can do whatever the fuck we want. We could steal the whole motherfucking Middle East. Watch this. Because Iran also funds Hamas. They fund Hezbollah. There's the Shia Crescent. They're trying to destroy the Shia Crescent so they can take the whole Middle East. And that's why they're also invading Lebanon right now. Israel is trying to steal southern Lebanon. Like, this just gets started. It is literally, Israel and the U.S. are creating the Fourth Reich. He brought up Venezuela. Overthrowing Venezuela. Trump's now stealing the oil and putting the money in his own personal bank account in fucking Qatar. Okay, he's saying we're gonna do the same thing to Cuba. He's threatening to bomb Mexico. He's threatening Panama. Threatening to steal Greenland. Why? Because Trump is doing imperialism, expansionism. He's creating the CHECKMATE states of America. Okay, expanding the U.S. That's the goal. And then you have Israel creating the greater Israel. Together, that's the Fourth Reich. And that's why we're describing this as the axis of Epstein. Us and Israel are the axis of Epstein. And here you have the Fox News propaganda mongers out there saying, bro, checkmate, we already won, bro. Oh, did we? You want to go say that to the 4 American soldiers who just got fucking murdered? You want to go say to them? How about the fact that the president now is going, there's probably going to be more. That's an admission that there already is more, by the way, that they're lying to and they're slow rolling numbers. Iran says we've already killed like 500 American soldiers. That's what they say. They said killed and injured. But my guess is you split the difference between the two, you're at least like 100 American soldiers dead. They're definitely hiding shit. They're definitely hiding shit. Is that victory? Is it victory that literally all of our allies in the Middle East now fucking despise us? Because they came out and said, hey, you guys attacked Iran and then left us out to dry as we keep getting bombed to smithereens. So Saudi Arabia is pissed at us. You know, Qatar is pissed at us. They're all out there like, what the fuck are you doing? What are you doing? You bombed, left us alone, only helped Israel. Now we're getting bombed relentlessly. The fucking, the bases are getting bombed relentlessly. Now they're dealing with literal riots and an uprising because, like, the Shia minority is or in some cases it's the Shia majority is rising up and going after the Sunni government, saying we want you to align with Iran, not with the U.S. and Israel. Like, the Middle East is on fire. This thing has fucking spiraled out of control, and this frat boy douchebag is acting like, bro, checkmate, we got it, bro. We got it, bro. Like, oh my God. But understand, he doesn't believe this shit. He probably doesn't believe anything. He probably doesn't even care. Okay? Like, this is his job. His job with this shit-eating grin on his face is to act like, isn't Donald Trump right about everything? Isn't Benjamin Netanyahu right about everything? Isn't it awesome that they're creating the Fourth Reich? Isn't it great that they're the axis of Epstein and they're carpet-bombing innocent civilians and killing elementary school girls? Like, this is his job. His job is to do that. So, if this was the late 1930s in Germany, and this guy had a radio program, he'd be doing the Eichten van Schlagenuten Heil Hitler. That's what this guy would be doing. Basically, every time Jesse Waters opens his mouth, that's what I hear. I hear the Heil Hitler, yeah. That's what I hear. So, man, keep your fucking mom and your dad and your grandpa and your grandma and your aunt and your uncle, keep them away from Fox News. This literally brainwashed an entire generation of meemaws and peepaws into, like, supporting the U.S. becoming the Fourth Reich. And, I got zero fucking tolerance for it anymore. Zero tolerance. And I compare, I really don't think CNN and MSNBC, they haven't done a great job covering this. Fox News is obviously worse, but, like, compare their coverage to the shit that we've been doing here, Breaking Points has been doing. Like, there's so many better options to actually learn facts about the world and, like, get real updates. And instead, they're goose-stepping and zig-heiling and saying, like, this actually went perfectly. Even though Americans are dead, even though we're killing elementary school girls, even though our allies are turning on us, even though the oil market is jammed up, even though the economy is going to, get hit with massively rising prices quickly. I mean, it literally couldn't have gone worse. Like, it couldn't have gone worse. And here he is going, it's already over and we won, bro. Jesus Christ.
Hey y'all, do me a favor and like and subscribe. It helps out big time in the algorithm. Click the bell as well for notifications when videos drop, and watch that video on screen right now. You know you want to.